Hey everyone! There's a good chance that a lot of people will be very mad at this video, but just know that it's coming from a place of love and curiosity. And I very much pride myself on talking about whatever is on my heart, even if it goes against maybe what I believe in a little bit. And so, without further ado, we're just gonna get into it. So, I am a Tom and Nova fan. Don't get me wrong, you've seen all of the videos I've made dancing to their music, reacting to their music, making lyric videos to the fire that comes out of Tom's mouth. But as somebody who has woken up in the last year, specifically probably a year and a month ago was when I became awakened to the world. As you study, the government and the elites and the Illuminati and the Freemasons, you learn a lot about symbolism and people hiding in plain sight and Satanists and Luciferians hiding in plain sight. And so I cannot ignore anymore the symbolism and the Freemasonry that exists in Tom and Nova's online presence. And so we're just going to talk about it. I'm just going to give you a bunch of facts, and then it's up to you to discern for yourself. Don't get me wrong, I love Tom and Nova's music. Tom's music speaks to my whole brain, like, yes, we need to make changes in the world. And Nova's music speaks to me on a personal level. I relate to her very much. But I couldn't live with myself without kind of doing this and really exposing it for my own self, for anybody that else might be curious, because I tried to look for this kind of stuff on the internet and it was actually very hard to find. It almost seems as though any hate towards Tom MacDonald is buried, which is very odd considering he is a very mainstream, pretty much outspoken artist. And for the amount of hate that he says he gets, it's very hard to find. So this is just me breaking down some things. So first of all, we're gonna start with Nova because she's an easy target on this. And basically what led me to this is I saw a few comments online saying that Tom MacDonald would be nothing without that witch's powers. People refer to Nova as a Freemason Illuminati witch. And so here I am breaking things down. So I have some notes. So with Nova, now if you studied Freemasonry at all, you're gonna know exactly what a lot of this is. If not, I recommend you do some research. But so Nova Rockafeller, let's break down some of her lyrics. So if we go back to Problem, now this is before she kind of left the music industry. But did she really leave the music industry, or is that what we're led to believe? In her song Problem, the lyric, I got money in the bank, got kind of nerfed on a plane, wake up in Jamaica, no need to explain, plans by the second because I'm fucking insane, and I'm never throwing money when I'm making it rain. Now, Rain Man is a demonic entity reported to be the corrupting influence behind the music industry. Now, she refers to herself as Rain Man, even in her newest album. On the song Brave Ones, she says, I'm steady counting lemons like I'm Rain Man. Also on the song Problem, she says, I'm 100 by 3. In division, I'm 100 by 3 never ending. You don't want it with me. And now 100 by 3 never ending is 33.33333, which is a very Masonic number because there's 33 degrees of Freemasonry. So she's basically trying to tell us that she's a 33-degree Freemason. Again, that's an older song. In 2018, she released a song called Genghis Khan, and Genghis Khan was a mass murderer, raider, and emperor. So she speaks like that she won't run away. She'd rather die like Genghis Khan. Well, Genghis Khan was a very, very bad dude. And yeah, so she refers to herself as Rain Man, which according to conspiracy theories, the Rain Man is a very powerful demon who makes deals with those who aspire to make it big in the industry. You'll hear in Rihanna songs, Rihanna refers to Jay-Z as the Rain Man. In Eminem's concerts, he calls himself, there's plenty of footage, Eminem refers to himself as the Rain Man when he's on stage with D12, because the Rain Man, again, is the demonic entity reported to be corrupting influence behind the music industry. So anybody who refers to themselves as a Rain Man is basically saying, I'm the evil demon that's making this possible. So Jay-Z was saying, I'm the evil demon that makes Rihanna possible. Eminem, I'm the evil demon that makes D12 possible. Is Nova the evil demon that makes Tom MacDonald possible? Who knows? In one of her newer songs from her newest album, she says, how do you like my style? I stole it from somebody I killed. How do you like my smile? I got it from the blood that I spilled. And then we go to songs like Wishing Well, where she says, I was born, or no, that's from a different song, but I was born in the blood with the name on my lips. The song Jesus on My Neck, again, Jesus on My Neck, she's saying it, but she has an upside down cross tattooed on her neck. That is an outright anti-Christ symbol. Should have opened with that, honestly. So the whole song is demonic, in my opinion, Jesus on My Neck, which I do like the song. But she says in the song, all the blood that's on my hands can never get washed off. So, like, one of the main things people know about the Illuminati, about Freemasons, is that they like to live in plain sight. They say things, they tell the truth, and they do their satanic things in plain sight to fool you, to mock you. And one of the symbols they use to say, like, haha, we're making fun of you, we're mocking you, is the mocking tongue, right? They stick your tongue out at you, and they do that all the time. Another super Freemason demonic symbol is this. Now, a lot of people do this and it doesn't really mean anything, but when you pair this with everything else, you start to wonder. So there's plenty more on Nova, but, well, and I mean her name, Nova Rockafeller. Rockafeller. She says she got the nickname from some rappers at a party when she joined the industry, but, I mean, we all know Rockefellers. Moving on to Tom MacDonald. Now, Tom MacDonald's from Edmonton, Canada, so he says, and he shares a very famous Freemason last name, MacDonald. There's lots of MacDonald Freemasons from Canada. For example, John A. MacDonald. You know, I didn't really, like, I've always thought in the back of my mind, okay, Nova seems evil. But it wasn't until I went onto Tom MacDonald's, they were advertising that they had new merch, so I went and checked out their merchandise. And his merchandise is what made me go, wow. This is some evil stuff. So they sell a goat, the goat with the horns, which is a satanic symbol. He has a Pokemon t-shirt symbol where he's doing the devil symbol. And one of the moves on the t-shirt is lethal injection that kills all Pokemon around them. And so that one was just kind of a total conspiracy, like, wait, he released this shirt and meanwhile everyone in the world is getting an injection? Who knows? I don't know if I recently watched a video, and I'll link it below, about clowns and the clown symbolism in regards to Freemasonry. Tom MacDonald has a song called Clown World. There's a fake woke sweater that he sells that has an upside down cross on it and blood splatter. He has lots of skulls and skeleton hands on a lot of the merch. There's one t-shirt that has a scythe and an eagle. A scythe is another. It's a symbol of death, and it's a Freemason symbol. He also has a t-shirt that shows a castle being built on a pile of skulls. And that is, again, another huge Freemason symbol, building your castle on the skulls of the people you killed. And then he has another Hangover Gang skull camo t-shirt with vampire teeth and glowing eyes. And, you know, the symbolizing vampire teeth is to symbolize the drinking of blood. And not only that, like, so Hangover Gang, he has it tattooed right on his thing right here. And the symbolism of a pig, a black pig, represents one of life's three poisons: ill will, greed, and delusion. And if this is all like to be believed, then that would be the perfect symbol for him, because he's making a ton of money, greed, he ill will, like pretending to unbrainwash people, but actually dividing people more. And then delusion, he's deluding all of his fans into thinking that he's a good person and on our side. And so then if we go to some of his song lyrics as of late, in the song Church, now, if you're not familiar, he's not speaking about church in like the God sense. He's calling, like, if you've ever known somebody that's an addict or anything like that, people refer to Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, or NA, Narcotics Anonymous. People refer to those groups that they go to as church. Oh, I'm just going to church. It's easier than saying I'm going to my addictions group. And so he's not actually speaking about church. And in that song, he says, I'm angry that God doesn't help when I kneel. Fuck it, I said my prayers. When I got clean, shit just got worse. I quit doing drugs and I pleaded with Jesus to save me, but he didn't hear my words. Now, anybody who loves and knows Jesus knows that Jesus always hears your words, and God always helps you if you kneel. So that I find to just be blasphemous lyrics in a song called Church. And the t-shirt for this song is skeleton hands praying, and Freemasons love skeleton hands. They love death. He always prides himself on being so independent, and he makes a lot of money being independent, and that's amazing. Good for him. But it really concerned me. This is when I really started wondering about him. When he bought a beat from Eminem. You know, Rain Man Eminem. He bought a beat from him for $100,000. He gave $100,000 of his independently earned money to a rich, evil elitist. Like, why? That made no sense. I understand, like, and I let people talk me out of believing that it was anything at the time, because people were like, oh, he's just trying to pay tribute, and he's probably just trying to get noticed by his favorite rapper. And so I took that and was like, okay, yeah, maybe he is just trying to get noticed by his favorite rapper. But if he really knows about the elites the way that he says he does, why would he contribute to their bank accounts? That makes no sense. Just lastly, one of his recent videos he never features people in his videos ever. Like, it's always just him and Nova. Except recently he did a video called Snowflakes, and he put Blair White in it. Now, I love Blair White. Blair White is my favorite tranny. She is very Republican, right-wing, very on point with gender and keeping kids away from being able to transition and things like that. But for Tom MacDonald to use her in, you know what I mean? He never uses anybody, but then uses her. And she is basically a symbol of Baphomet, because she, you know, Baphomet she has the breasts and the genitals of Baphomet, which is the transgender god of Satan. Like, it's like someone that Satanists worship. So there's all my little facts and tidbits of, and there's way more, but this is just what I got together in the last couple days. And again, I want to remind you that I am a fan of these people to a point, but it's just gotten to the point where I can't, you know, with my whole heart stand behind them when I see all of this, because it sends the wrong message. Like, if they know all of the elite stuff, like he says he does, he raps about it all the time. Like, in the video Cloned Rappers, was he really admitting that he is a cloned rapper? Like, I just want it to make sense. And if these people know about the symbolism and know about the elites, then why do they use it constantly? You know what I mean? You know, the all-seeing eye, the mocking tongue. Like, these are things people do on purpose to make fun of the general public that has no idea that there's secret societies leading our society. And it just all seems too perfect for Tom MacDonald to be thriving constantly when people like Bryson Gray get his songs removed from Spotify. Now, Bryson Gray is a Christian rapper, and yeah, he says some hurtful things, but he hasn't said anything that Tom MacDonald hasn't said. Tom MacDonald makes fun of LGBT and pronouns and all of those things, but he doesn't get taken off the big platforms, and other rappers do. So it all just really concerns me, and especially when I share somebody so often and then I really have to think about it. I just want other people to let me know what you think. Because again, this is coming from an unbiased place. Like, if anything, I'm biased in their favor. I don't want them to be evil because I really like them. But this shit doesn't add up. So, let me know what you think. Don't be mad at me for pointing it out. And yeah, have a great day. Here's just a little bit of an afterthought. It's very possible that Tom MacDonald and Nova Rockafeller are pure-hearted, independent artists with no ill intentions whatsoever, and are, you know, maybe they're not Christians, but, you know, Tom has said, I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians, but so do all the politicians who are super satanic. So it's really difficult to discern, because maybe maybe they're just brainwashed like me. You know, we've all been brainwashed by the society and the culture that we're in. So yeah, we like skulls, and yeah, we do this, and we do and we do that. Like, I'm trying really hard in my life these days to not use that sort of symbolism, because I know what it means. I walk with Jesus Christ, my only Lord and Savior, you know what I mean? And if I get any backlash for this video, you know, God will protect me. You know, I'm just his child, and he gives me these things to talk about. So have a great day, and let me know what you think.